Oh, gang. Since we last met, welcome back. It's DORTMUND GFM, but since we last met, it's been pretty traumatic, it's fair to say. So welcome back to the Liverpool series. If you didn't catch that last episode, let me run you through what you missed yesterday then. Yesterday was an Arsenal Hoffenheim. I said it better yesterday. Hoffenheim, that's the game it was. We beat them 2-0 after drawing with Arsenal in the first one. And since then, despite a couple of league wins, actually unbeaten in the league, but it feels like a disappointing time for us. Defeat to Hoffenheim in the return fixture away in Germany, and also defeat to Burnley in the Carabao Cup means that dream is over. Still doing okay in the league though, and that's where we come to today. Manchester City and Barcelona, two massive games, and after that defeat in the Champions League to Hoffenheim, the Champions League group isn't quite done just yet. We need to make sure we get something against Barcelona that could be, if we beat them, could be gone, not even in the Europa League, out of Europe entirely in the first season. Who saw that coming? Not me, not I. So yeah, Manchester City to come then. We currently sit fourth in the Premier League table. They are in second position. Chelsea played last night in real game time. They played Tottenham and lost. So interestingly, if we win today, there's a slim chance with the goal difference depending, we could go top for a short period of time before Manchester United go away to Bournemouth. Arsenal go away to West Ham. My apologies. And they can then leapfrog us once again. Problems, though, have arisen, and you'll never guess what they are. Injury-based, Ben? Yes, injury-based viewers. I was going to call you a name then. I was going to call you Clive, but you're not called Clive, so we'll move on. And this is the injury issue that we find ourselves with. 2 to 3 months, a torn calf muscle while on international duty, for Roberto Firmino. The international break not serving us too well. It has meant, though, that the rest of the squad is relatively fit for this one, and we can go at almost full strength. But with the injury to Roberto Firmino, I don't really want to go with Daniel Sturridge up top through the middle, so a change of tack has appeared. You'll notice then that Nabil Fekir is now playing in between Salah and Shaqiri. Mane isn't fully fit to play today. He's injured as well as Keita, so they both miss out, which also means that Lallana comes into the centre alongside Fabinho. Interestingly, I've changed Fabinho and Henderson round. Henderson's got a really good work rate to play the centre, provides good protection. Equally, Fabinho is quite a monster in the centre. Big, tall guy, links up quite nicely with the front three. So we're going to see how we do then. Fekir obviously in a new position. We were playing the defensive forward. We're now playing on attack, obviously, but we're now playing with an attacking playmaker on attack. Firmino wasn't prolific when it came to goal scoring, so we'll see if Fekir has a bigger impact. And into the games we go then. Let's see how we do. Manchester City first up, a biggie. Worth noting this season, we've only lost a couple of games. 2 games lost, Everton and Tottenham. I mean, 2 teams that it's not a complete disgrace, but equally shows that against some of the better sides, we are struggling. You can see City's line up there then. Sergio Aguero, Leroy Sané and Bernardo Silva up top. De Bruyne and Gundogan in the centre with Fernandinho covering just behind. De Bruyne is Hector as well from Germany. Not a bad player at all. Laporte, Stones, Danilo and Ederson complete that lineup. And they've got quite a strong bench as well. Mahrez, Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, David Silva. I mean, we've got Moreno and Lovren, so we're good too. All right, come on, lads, let's see what you can do. Of course, no forwards to give any team talk instructions to. That's gone all right, though. Okay, we're going to go in the 2D today, because tactically, I'm curious to see how Fekir gets on, to the point where I may well just highlight him for the majority of the game. Van Dijk's injured already, fantastic. All right, so throw-in for us, deep in their half. Henderson and Robertson combine. Henderson gets it back if he can find someone. Lallana, oh, it's deflected and in! Wow, okay. The calamity for Manchester City, disappointing, unlucky if anything, but Adam Lallana's second goal of the season, the assist from Jordan Henderson, it all came from this throw-in. If we can see it again in 3 dimensions, Henderson and Robertson combine quite nicely, a couple of 1-2s between them. He plays it into Lallana, who it comes off. Who is that there? Who is that? Laporte off his backside and beats Ederson, and Liverpool take a 1-0 lead. Perfect start, viewers. Perfect start. Klein and Van Dijk are both struggling, which is not good. Lovren can play right back, though. At least we've learnt that now, as City have got a chance of their own to maybe cause us some pain as De Bruyne hits the crossbar and it's cleared. And maybe a counter-attack's on here, you know. Fekir racing forward. He's got Mo Salah on the far side. Fekir just seemed to slow down in time. What happened there? I thought someone called him. He was Fekir, you dropped something. What? Oh, he's been conned. Oh, dear, Danilo. What a maverick. I'm a bit concerned about Klein and Van Dijk. We can't bring on Matip and Lovren, or Milner even. So we've got options in defensive areas. But 1-0 at half-time. Very good performance too. Only 1 shot on target for Manchester City. We're looking all right. I'm a little bit concerned about this back line, though. I'm pleased with how things are going. They all loved that. I'm going to give it maybe 20, 30 minutes, and we'll see how we're doing at the end of that. All right, so on 60, we'll sort of reassess our situation, because I'm a little bit concerned that Van Dijk and Klein could be in a spot of bother. Obviously, no Trent today through injury, so we don't need any more defensive problems. It's a free kick to City. De Bruyne whips it in, and it finds the back of the net. Riyad Mahrez has come on and scored his second of the season, much like Lallana. I guess Mahrez may well be a bit part player in the City side, much like Lallana is in ours. But you can see the ball's played in, and he just leaps at that front post. I mean, the marking there is shocking. Who is that there? Shaqiri just gives up on it. There's a highlight after the goal, though. Maybe an instant reply for the boys. Or City are about to go 2-1 up. Andy Robertson bursting forward, finds Fabinho, finds Fekir, who obviously drops a little deeper. Lallana gets the chance to bomb on, and Ederson with a very good save tips it over. It's quite interesting there, though, to see Fekir drop a little deeper and be involved in setting someone else up, and Lallana bursting through from that attacking midfield role. It was very interesting to see. And if that's Keita in there, will he be slightly better in those areas? I guess that's the question we've got to ask. Mo Salah is having a pretty awful game as things stand. Can it be a chance for him to have an impact? He plays back to Alisson. He finds Van Dijk. And now with, 67 to go, Van Dijk with an awful pass into the pass of Mahrez. And oh my dearie me, Kun Aguero, City pouch. You can't make those sorts of mistakes at such a high level. And we've gifted them a goal in this game. And now we're behind. I mean, Van Dijk here, this is like that is just clueless, if anything. I mean, aimless is probably the word I'd maybe use. Guerrero from that range is never going to miss, and I'm now worried that he's not fit enough to play. We're going to get him off after that. Joel Matip's going to come on to replace him. We will leave Lovren for now, though, and I think up front we might make a little bit of a change at this point. Shaqiri, little mistake for the goal. Salah's not having a good performance at all, but Salah's got all the ability. That's the difference. Fakir's going on that left-hand side, as a Trequartista, and Daniel Sturridge is coming on. Because Salah has got all the ability in the world, I'm going to keep Salah out there for now. Slightly different system then. We're going to turn it up, see if we can get a forward up there to cause their defence a few more problems. Apart from that Lallana goal, we've not seen too much as Fakir's free kick is whipped in. Joe Gomez at the front post. We couldn't do what Mahrez did. I'm going to bring Lovren on latter stages for Klein. Just fresh legs. We'll go slightly more attacking for the final few minutes, but I think it's probably going to be too late. 15 to go, as we almost give the ball away again there. Salah's had such a quiet game, and without his mates in Firmino and Mane, he's not been anywhere near as effective. Maybe he needs a striker to be more effective in games. Who knows? Maybe he can't do it all himself. But we saw it at Liverpool last season. That was the role he kind of played. Little unfortunate when you look at that. Slightly more possession for City. You'd maybe expect that with the Guardiola style. But 20 shots, 10 on target. And City, on the other hand, sort of halving that. Not ideal for us. A defeat in a big game, never good, especially when you've got Barcelona around the corner. But at home, at Anfield, I fancy our chances. This was at Anfield, we lost. Forget it. I think team talk-wise, you've got to get aggressive there. Not happy with the result. I can't be happy with it. Disappointing. Admittedly, not our full-strength lineup, whereas they were probably pretty close to it. Not ideal. There's Van Dijk now is out for a few days to the physio, so he'll miss the Barcelona game, as will Nathaniel Klein. Injuries are stacking up now, viewers. Oh dear. You take a look at this now. Some of our big names. Van Dijk's out injured. Klein's obviously gone now, as well as Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's a long-term worry. Firmino, Wijnaldum's out, and we've had little injuries problems to Keita and Mane recently. If they can come back for the Barcelona game, we might be okay. And in theory, Trent should be fully fit for this one too. All right then, gang. Big game. Second game of the episode against Barcelona. And the team is not exactly full strength, it's fair to say. If you look down our team lineup, you can see the players missing out today. Van Dijk's not going to feature. No Firmino, no Wijnaldum. Andy Robertson's going to take a break, as is Joe Gomez. So the team for the game then looks like this. Alisson will be in goal. Trent at right back, Moreno at left back. Not too bad, to be fair. Lovren and Matip in the centre. That as a back five isn't too bad. For a game against Barcelona, Fabinho's going to drop back into that deep line playmaker role. It was funny because for the Manchester City game, I kind of wanted our workhorses and our players to press the ball and make it difficult and sort of confine the space against City, but without Salah performing too well or Shaqiri on the other side, didn't really work. Hence, as you see up top now then, Fakir's gone back to a pressing forward role that was already been done by the likes of Firmino. Salah one side, Mane the other. Nice to have those two back in tandem once again. And Milner will play as the Mazzala in the centre instead of Adam Lallana, who had... I know he scored, but his impact overall in the game wasn't overly beneficial. So, let's see how we do in this one then. I'm excited. I think Barcelona, never an easy game, but after what we did to them last time, 3-0, looked very good. Defensively, very strong. It's going to be interesting to see if we can do that all over again. Now, Mane had a late fitness test, so we'll see how he does in this one. Hopefully, he'll be okay. I think he'll definitely get 70 minutes, but after that, we'll see, of course, the familiar line for Suarez, Coutinho, Messi up top, Vidal, Rakitic, and Busquets. I mean, the more I read it, the more it scares me a little bit. Vermaelen, though, at left back... I guess we'll see. Salah might enjoy that. No Jordi Alba. All right, then, we know a result in this one will see us through to the knockout stages comfortably and more than likely top of the group. Shakhtar and Hoffenheim pressing, though, knowing that if we slip up, they've got a little chance. Of course, we play Shakhtar as our last game in the group, which is probably of benefit to us. On paper, at least, the weaker side in the group. So it's going to be interesting to see, then, Fekir in that pressing forward role. We already got a booking as Salah's on a free kick here towards the back post. Lovren strikes first against Barcelona. And at the moment, Barca can't handle us. Great delivery in from Mo Salah. Lovren at the back stick to head home. Good stuff all round. Nice to see Salah getting the assist as well. Him and Lovren in real life are like bizarrely best friends, which I really enjoy. And them combining together there, lovely stuff. Messi, by the way, after 8 minutes, I didn't even see that, had gone off. And Dembele had replaced him. Well, okay, without Lionel Messi then, this could be a different game altogether. Dembele, though, make no mistake. I mean, just as a point, if we just highlight Dembele, still very, very good. So make no mistake. Mentally nowhere near the level of Messi. So I guess we'll see as we work it out from the back. That's what you like to see from Alisson. Lovely ball out towards Moreno, who can already start running at the Barcelona back line. He's lost out there, though, and now he could be, because he's got to defend now. So that is a bit of a worry. As their ball forward, though, not the best. And can we control the game and find ourselves an opening? Hopefully get Fekir involved at some point. As Henderson's on it now. He's got Salah out on that side and Alexander-Arnold for company too. Mo Salah now. Back out to Alexander-Arnold as the ball surely has to come into the centre. It does, and Fekir at the front post gets the goal. Now he struggled against City, and now I'm starting to wonder, is Fekir in that pressing forward role, is that the role for him? But, I mean, lovely work from us. We worked that really, really nicely. Isolated defenders. I did say Vermaelen could have a spot of bother. He's not dealing with that at all out there, is he? Let's face it. And the ball played in. Fekir escapes his marker, pops it in. 2-0 Liverpool. And once again, Barcelona getting battered. It's another free kick. Alexander-Arnold this time to swing one into Joel Matip. Cleared, though. I mean, anything coming from that? No, it goes all the way back to Alberto Moreno. Interesting that was a highlight. I don't suspect it's quite over yet, as we're playing a risky little game at the back here, as Salah now picks it up, drives his way through the Barcelona defence, finds Sadio Mane, and it's 3 to Liverpool. Mane made it happen. It's like one of those famous European nights at Anfield. And it's gone mad. It's what's happened. I can't even speak. It's that emotional for me. Mo Salah picks it up after the ball from Alexander-Arnold, drives the Barcelona defence. Nobody there to stop him. Plays in Mane, difficult angle, still finds the finish. I don't know where ter Stegen's going. This is very fun to watch. It's fun watching Liverpool do Liverpool things. That's what it is. Dembele, since he's come on, has done absolutely nothing. Suarez anonymous. Coutinho anonymous on their return to Anfield. And Liverpool 3-0 to the good again against Barcelona. All right, then passionately set at half-time. Very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. This is a little bit like the City game. I just remember last season in the Champions League, Liverpool had a very similar position against City and then defended superbly. Admittedly, a knockout game that time around. But if we keep a clean sheet now, what a performance this is going to be. Do you know what? It's not that we're dominating. It's equally that we've seen so little from their attack. Suarez has been taken off for Munir. That's the situation we're in. Coutinho's having a shocking game. Dembele's playing poorly. As the time ticks away for us, I mean, bring on the time. Bring on the 90 minutes. I've got to be honest, I've made no changes either. We're playing so well. Everyone is calm and convinced against Barcelona, whereas they look nervous as they've got a chance maybe this time. Vermaelen on that left foot finds Vidal instead. Vermaelen gets it back. Matip clears and Mo Salah, and it could be another break for Liverpool as Salah sets the engine running as he gets past one into the area. Mo Salah pulls it back for Fekir. Is it just me that finds that so just... so good. It's so fun to watch because I feel like I've seen it happen so many times. Look at Salah go there, head down, ploughing past defenders as he gets towards the 6-yard box, pulls it back for Fekir, who's never missing. A counter-attack for Liverpool. Another goal. 4-0. The beating of Barca. A corner now. Milner plays it into the back post. Lovren. Oh, has he gone for a bicycle kick there? What was that? It's another corner. Surely not from another one. Lovren again. Salah looked for him. Barcelona get the free kick. I mean, we will make a change in the centre. We'll bring Adam Lallana on for James Milner as he played that role last time, and Daniel Sturridge for Fekir. He's on a booking. I don't want him getting sent off. At 4-0, I feel like this tie's probably finished. And this will see us, despite this final game, this will see us top the group in the Champions League and progress forward to the knockout rounds. I think that definitely, if you look at that as group winners with one game to go, Barcelona give it away again. The cheapness of their possession, they've given it away so many times. Mane this time, bursting his way through, provides for Salah, much like they did the reverse earlier on. This is marvellous. And that's full time. Liverpool, I'll read this out loud. Liverpool 4, Barcelona 0. Interestingly, much like the City game, same amount of shots and shots on target, but this time 4 goals, far more clinical. Fekir getting 2, Lovren with the 1, and Mane getting 1. It feels weird that Salah didn't score, but had such an impact on the game. 3 assists for him, and what a way to seal this episode up. Qualified for the knockout stages as well. The team were delighted with that, as am I. All right, then we get some money for winning, of course, as well as going through, and lovely stuff. Now, the next time we shall meet then, we've got some relatively big games coming up, but I think around the Chelsea game might be the one as we get towards that January period, which is interesting. It's weird that it's in the wrong column. The first is in the... It's game breaking. Okay, regardless, I think we'll come back for around that Chelsea-Huddersfield game so we can get through a plenty full more, and obviously we'll reveal who we're playing on the knockout stages as well. The January period as well as February. See the late February against Everton, we'll probably do that one too, which all makes sense for us. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like on it. Want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. And have you got a tactic so far that's working for you really well? For whatever reason, this Liverpool tactic at the moment is working superbly. By all means, copy it down if you wish to. We love with care from Intervention until next time. I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. This was good. And I'm going to say quickly before we go, there is an episode of DORTMUND I put out earlier today where I talk about tactically quite a similar system to this, but how it operates. And it's really, like, for me, it was one of my most fun episodes to record for ages. So if you missed that one, do go back and check it out. It's well worth the watch. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'm gone now. This was so good.